an undisclosed location in North America. You are watching Card to Card, and you guys may have noticed some of the longtime supporters of Card to Card may have noticed we have a new intro, and we'll have a new outro. Guys, put down in the comments, which one do you like better? Do you like the intro better or the outro? I'm just curious, because whatever you guys decide, we'll stick with it. So, also, you may notice that we don't do these episodes every week like we used to. Now it's more of like an every other week episode. We just here at the Sandyfrank channel, we're getting a little bit backed up on videos, so I decided to just make Card to Card every other week for a little while. So hopefully you guys still enjoy the show. And this week's episode is really interesting. It's the Stickman of Clark County, and this card is from the Seance set, first edition. Artwork there by Poncho, who always does this amazing MetaZoo art. But really, when I saw this card, I was like very intrigued. I've never heard of the Stickman. So we'll take a closer look at the art here in a little bit. But what is the Stickman of Clark County? Well, this was an actual true life cryptid sighting that, of course, is very interesting. This man, his name was Jimmy James, from Springfield, Ohio. He left his house early one morning on June 11th, 2018, so it's pretty recent. And this early morning, I think it was like before 5 o'clock in the morning or something, and he saw something that would make anyone do a double take. And I guarantee you, if you saw this, you'd do a double take. A white stick figure just ran out in front of his car. He had his headlights on, and it appeared white in the headlights. And it just like darted out in front of his car. He said it was running very fast, and he said that it was about as thin as like a stop sign pole, like the post that holds the stop sign up, and it was pure white. Didn't have any hands. They captured the look of it pretty good there. But he said it had no feet either, and no facial features. Now this one does look like it has some feet. But what's really interesting, and I normally don't do this, but in this episode, due to the fact that we have actual eyewitness report from Jimmy James, we're going to play the video of his interview talking about his encounter with this creature. Now, it's a little bit of a long video and not a lot of action in it. It's mostly, you're just listening to his eyewitness account. And you, the viewer, you decide if this was a legitimate encounter or a complete hoax. Or what do you think he saw? So, and again, when we show videos and stuff like that, pictures on this channel, in these episodes, I always like to strongly urge, if you're queasy about scary things, viewer discretion is advised. Okay, let's go ahead and roll that.
Can you tell me what your general occupation is?
I am a truck driver.
Okay, how long have you been doing that?
About 16 years.
Do you wear eyeglasses or corrective lenses?
No. I had laser surgery about 20 years ago. Very good vision. I get my eyes checked every year.
This sighting occurred in Clark County, Ohio, is that correct?
Yes.
And this was June 11th, 2018, is that correct?
Yes.
And could you tell me the time, approximate time that this occurred?
It was 5:03 a.m. I was heading to work in the morning, June 11th, 2018, rural subdivision area, low traffic. Pulling out my driveway, went down the street, turned left at the stop sign. As I turned left, from there, very short distance, I noticed something running from my right to my left. As I got to my headlights, it was a brighter white, very bright, white only, that ran very fast, covering probably close to 100 yards in 3 to 4 seconds. It had a long abdomen, a long head. I believe it didn't look like a neck, it was a long top head. Ran like a person. The legs and arms were equal size. Did not see feet or hands. It ran past a stop sign as it went by and was a little bit shorter than a stop sign. Got brighter as it was in my headlights. Faded out, not as bright as it went by. It had rained 2 days, the day before and the day before that, so the road was a little damp and the grass was wet, so as it went by up in the grass into it, behind a pine tree, as I was turning right onto the road, it ran down. I could see it behind the tree as I was turning, looked over at it, startled obviously, not really staring to get a good look, but I drove by and did look over there. As I turned by, on that road it came from, looked in the rearview mirror, I didn't see anything. My first thought as it started happening was the car might have been behind me. Out where I live in the country, there's very few cars on the road that time of day. It would have to have been behind me. I did not see any. There was no car. There was no cars on the road anywhere. No reflections anywhere. Went to work that day. As I came home, I came back the same path, the only way into the subdivision. As I came to that stop sign, I looked up where it had run, and there were long, almost like footprints where the grass had been pushed down and drug. Maybe 3 or 4 or 5 maybe footprints as I drove by. I looked at that.
Okay, that's very fascinating. Now that interview went on a lot longer, but I didn't think we'd want to have that long of a interview. He goes on to kind of describe, like we said, that he has no facial features, that it was as thin as the stop sign post and all that, and very believable story. So, what do you guys think? Was this an actual creature that he saw? He had to have seen something, and I don't think it was human. He said it ran like a human. Had when as a human runs, this stick figure ran like that. You can tell if it's a human, and if it's someone as thin as like a stop sign post, that's not human. Could it have been like a deer or something just jump? I know if something goes really fast in front of your headlights, it could look thinner than what it is. So maybe it's some sort of wildlife, but running like a human, that's got me thrown off here. Now, what do you guys think? Put down in the comments. What did this guy see? Is he making it up? Did he see something? If he did see something, what was it? And was it an actual stickman? And there are reports. If you dig into stickman sightings, they're usually not white like that, but this could have been a reflection from the headlights, making it look whiter than what it was. And there's actually Native American stories of stickmen that try to get people to follow them into danger. So was it one of those stickman creatures? Anyway, this is the part of the video where we look closer at the artwork and everything, see if we see any Easter eggs. Now, the art on this is excellent, and you can definitely tell it's like at night or early in the morning, and you see something like in front of the car headlights or something, the way it's drawn there. I can't really tell what's on these signs back there. But it does say date of birth, 2018, in Clark County, Ohio. He did say that the stickman was about as high as the stop sign, so it wasn't really tall. It was, a couple meters high. So it says in the flavor text down here, this featureless beastie can be seen fleeing the scene of parking lots and driveways. Strangely, the beastie seeks out vehicle headlights like a moth to the flame. Okay, so kind of funny flavor text there. But really cool to know that this was an actual sighting and is actually pretty recent for these cryptid cards. The Stickman of Clark County. So, I will say, if you're out, getting ready for work early one morning, I work night shift, so maybe me coming home from work some night, and you see this crazy small stick figure in your headlights, running or doing something, obviously, you got to keep your eyes out.